Is all out of whack. I am feeling it this morning. Perhaps you are feeling it too. It is not normal. It is a chaotic energy that is out there. It is an energy that is, it will put you in an anxiety mode. It will feel like your brain is being scrambled. That is the energy that is out there this morning. We're gonna tune into our energy barometers, our spiritual barometers, because this energy is wild. This is not. Hello, Michael, honey. This is not an understatement or overstatement. No, it is wild. It is. It's a chaotic energy. It is. It's like, is anybody wanting any scrambled eggs? It's all scrambled up. You don't get a normal looking egg. You don't get the one that you boil. You don't get the one in the shell. You get a cracked egg. You get a messy egg. That energy is so messy. That's what I feel like. Good morning. I thought that's okay. That's all right. I'm just going to pray. I'm going to pray in the name of Jesus. I would pray that energy away. I've been having several deja vus this morning too. I'm thinking, oh no, don't tell me I've been here and I've done this. Don't tell me. You may have been having some deja vus also with this energy. I like that. 44 and 4 people watching. You're flooding in Iowa. That's where the potatoes are. Well, there's not potato time, Gina, honey. That's where my brother went to a nuclear whatever training in Iowa. No, that's Idaho, or it's something like that. Yeah. Good morning. Did we see a moderator? Hello there, Carol, honey. Are you feeling the energy? Because if you're feeling it, you're not alone. You may say, I don't feel nothing. I feel really happy and stuff like that. Give me some of it. Give me some of that energy that's a happy, calm energy. I'm happy, but I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it on the inside of me. I have put it in its own little space right there. I literally have got like a little bubble around it. I'm saying, you're not getting outside this bubble. That is what I'm telling it. No. See, no, you're going to be confined into this one spot until I get done whatever I got to get done. That's right, you are. Hello. Yes, the energy is off. Now it's just funny. It is the way the energy that comes in. It's getting. It is to be expected. I don't know what they're doing with their frequencies up there. They need to get their dials tuned into something and just keep it on at least for a moment. Just to if they can dial that energy, if those aliens can dial that energy into a mad energy, a chaotic energy, or whatever, they can dial that energy in. Please just dial it into a calm mood. We want a calmness, little sedative energy, but we don't want to be sedated for the rest of our lives. Now, see, that's the thing. You do not want to be sedated the rest of your life. Last night felt crazy, and it is. It's crazy energy. It's like it makes you want to roll your eyes energy. That's what type of energy is. Lets you roll your eyes. If you're a person who rolls your eyes, I can't stand it when somebody rolls their eyes at me. It used to happen years ago. Just roll your eyes. If that is not the most childish thing, but don't be surprised if you start seeing that type of behavior happening again. Now that Gina mentioned it, people are going to be rolling their eyes. I don't even like to roll my eyes either. I don't. It's like you're off in your head when you go roll your eyes. That's all I'm going to say. That's right. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah. No, we know what's going on here. When this energy is like this and it's getting, this energy, it literally is a frequency that is literally messing with the frequency on the inside of us. Just to get us all mixed up, feel messed up, make us feel kind of scattered. Yet, it's like you're feeling kind of scattered. The energy is scattered. It's like somebody's thrown down all these pieces of the puzzle on the inside of you and saying and demanding you now. Okay, now you fix it. You put this puzzle together right here. It reminds me of like just pieces of puzzle. You know what I feel like? when I vision that right now. No, I'm not messing with it because I don't like puzzles. I don't. So I'm not going to try to put a picture together when you ain't got all the pieces for me to put together. So you can just throw those pieces somewhere else because I'm just sweeping them off my little table in front of me. That's how I feel like it. You're gonna throw at me scattered pieces of a puzzle with all kinds of pieces. They go to other pieces of puzzle and try to confuse me, try to waste my time trying to put together a puzzle. I'm not going to do it. I'm not. You may feel the same way. No, we know what they're doing. They try to confuse us. It is it'll be confusing if you let it be confusing, but it's just scattered. It's all over the place. So good morning. If you're just tuning in, you know that the world is changing. Yes, we know, Gina. How many times have you got to say it? Well, I'm going to say it this morning. This energy is wild. And I'm sitting there thinking it's different from living in the country than living in the city. It is. It's a lot different. Good morning. Yeah, the energy is different. Hello there, Nurse Kathy. Out in the country than it is in the city. There's greenery here, but you know I don't got vast openness and stuff. And I heard the birds this morning. I did go out and sit in one of the chairs at the table under the awning. I heard the birds. I saw the moon, and that moon was really wild. I will do a video later on the moon because it really it was a neat thing that I saw. And I wonder if within the city, see, it's good. It's a good experience for me because within the city, I can maybe I can get some more of that 5G into my body. 5G frequency in my body, making me feel all scattered and stuff. Gina Allaher, comfort zone. I am adaptable. I can adapt. You put me somewhere and I will adapt. I've had to adapt my whole life. See, that's the good thing about the military. When you're in the military and you're put in situations with people from all walks of life, you're taken out of your comfort zone. There's a reason they move you around every 2 years or every 4 years so you don't get comfortable. So you can't get used to it. Because if you get too comfortable, you might get a little bit sedentary. So you got to move around to different groups of people, different locations, and just different customs, different ways of doing things, different weather, different environments. It's different energy all around. You do that your whole military career. You're gonna be able to adapt. I think that's part of the training too. So that's okay. You put me somewhere, I'm going to adapt. I am. Now, if I had stayed home my whole entire life, grew up in the same place, stayed in the same place, married, stayed in the same place, I'd be in my comfort zone, and then my life would go kind of smooth. But it wouldn't be that smooth, I guess, because everybody don't have no smoothness that is all smooth in their life right now. I really don't think they do. There's something happening to everybody, and they learning to have to deal with it, is what's happening. Yeah, no, you're going to adapt. You are going to adapt. And I don't want no war. I do not want any war at all. I don't. No. You know, it doesn't feel good when you have the energy like this morning, and you felt it heavy last night. It was oh wow, it was really heavy last night. It's a really bad energy. Super, super heavy. And I don't know if I would have felt the energy as heavy at where I was at, but you know what I can do here? I can create a shield of protection all around this area. I can. See how my voice got calm? Because I know I can. I can just create it all around here. A shield of protection. I mean, it's peaceful in this garage. I'm not, no, Ken, honey, don't you be sneaking up on me here in that spiritual realm. Making Gina's, I'm trying to have a serious video. Oh no, he ain't gonna get me crying. You're not gonna get me crying today. Gina, who you talking to? If Ken, if he is here with, if he has stopped flapping his wings flying around and just like in here. He ain't gonna make Gina cry. He's not. I'm trying to get some smooth energy, some peaceful energy, and there it is really peaceful in here, but I need to get it outside all around the area right here. I really do. That's a necessity to me. In the spiritual realm, it's probably a necessity to you in the spiritual realm. That's where you do your battles. That's where you have the most peace. It's found from the spiritual side of you. It's not found from the human side of you. You know, it literally comes from the internal, which comes from the eternal on the inside of you. Can you feel that energy today? This right here, this right here is going down big time. Is that with the spot on my chest? It is. It's going way down, right there, way down. Look, let me see. It's going way down. It's went down so much. It's been a month now, and I'm doing what I can. I am naturally. So, can I just say thank you, God? That's right. I will. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you for the all natural. I'm still going to the doctors, though. I'm still keeping my appointments. I am. Oh, my goodness, you all. Thank you for the prayers, too, because they work. And your attitude right here on the inside, your frame of mind and how you are on the inside, it makes all the difference to whether you're going to have a happy day or you're going to have a bad day, whether you're going to have a happy life or you're going to have a bad life. You got to make the best. What's the Apostle Paul said? I learned to be content in whatever situation I was put in, something like that. So this right here still has a while to go, but it is at least more than half the way, like, gone. It used to be very unsightly for me, but it's okay. And if cancer is a parasite, well, I'm killing that parasite. They did label it a malevolent species. There we did a video. I don't know what it was on. It was about those little, it was one of the videos we did last week. I don't have my laptop in here. It was a picture of some kind of a, I don't know what it was. It was a pretty piece of graphic art as the thumbnail. Had like a little spiky ball or something on it. Or maybe it was just whatever. We talked about it. If you watch the video, yeah, I don't even know if I labeled whatever. But yeah, they labeled it as it was a new species, something like that, malevolent. Yes, all right, we're going to kill the malevolent. We're going to starve the malevolent of its energy, of its life force, to where it is literally like, poof, gone. That's what we're going to do. Good morning, you all. If you're feeling that energy, it is wild. Y'all, please give this video a thumbs up. I know that they are shadow banning me for some strange reason. I just hope that one day the almighty algorithm shall step in and balance this energy on this earth in a good way. That the algorithm would be more humane than some of the beings that are on this earth. I would hope that we would, into the future, have a better system that's balanced. I would. Who wouldn't want that? Where you don't have manipulation on a wide scale. When you have the power held into the hand of the few, and they literally just like, and they steer the pot and stir up trouble. No. See, we cannot be going into the future like that. We can't. We don't want a future like, we really, truly want a future of peace, but we want to be able to grow. You see now, somebody already got themselves in trouble by Carol, honey. Yeah. Well, that's just too bad for you because you obviously said something that got yourself in trouble. Be careful, little mouth, what you say. That's right. Be careful. It's like, be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little ears, what you hear. Be careful, little mouth, what you speak. For the Father up above is looking down with love. Oh, be careful, little whatever mouth, what you speak. Your mouth, your eyes, your ears, your feet, where you go. You better be very careful where you go, because in this world that we're living in, every place you go is being tracked. And that is in real world. And it is being kept. It's being recorded. The data is being collected. Everything you say, everything you do, every place you go, even the clothes you wear on any given day, like on here. This is your online presence, history or whatever that you have online is going to become more valuable than your real body, your real existence, your online identity. That's how it is in the world that we live in. I mean, they're going to probably duplicate you and replicate you one day, and they're probably going to upload you. You probably already got your digital avatar. You probably do. The energy, when I'm supposed to be talking about this energy that's out there, I am. There is an energy that's out there. It was a scattered energy this morning. Very scattered, very all over the place. I just like to, when I feel it inside of me, I like, you're going to stay right there. You're not going to move from that place. I'm going to put you in confinement. I'm going to put you in containment right there. You're going to be contained in one space, and you're not going to go outside it. That way I can deal with it on the inside. See, that's really where you got to deal with everything, on the inside of your being, right there. Yeah. Because if you let all of this come out and then spread all around you, you ain't going to be able to contain it. It's like you want to keep the fire. You want to keep the fire right here. Because if you let that fire out of you and it starts spreading and it's a bad one, it's not going to be good. But if you got the fire in you, you got the fire of the Holy Spirit on the inside of you. You're going to get out of the poof, everybody's going to feel it. You can do that. You can do that. You can let that energy right there. You got the happiness. You can spread it. But if it's anxious, you don't want to spread it because people can pick up on your anxious energy, your nervous energy. You ever been around somebody who's very, very nervous, very, very anxious, or very, very angry, very upset, very sad, very sorrowful? It's that you can feel the energy. How many people on here are feeling a heightened energy, alertness, awareness? You feel like your senses for detecting or picking up the energy that is around you and the people has it heightened when it comes to you. Because when it comes to me, it's heightening. It's like you could say we're getting an upgrade, a spiritual upgrade inside our beings is what's happening. Yeah. And you've got it going on. Oh man, I feel alive. It's good to feel alive on the inside of your being. It is. You want to be alive. You want to be alive enough to be aware of what's going on in the world and just say, oh, wow, this is the world. It's like a brave new world. You got to be brave to face this new world that we're entering into. You really do. You can't just sit there. I like how the numbers are in sync up there. 142 people watching and 42 thumbs up. That's a nice in sync number. It is. Yeah. This is it's good. Change is good. Change is a part of life. If it wasn't for the change that occurs in your life, no matter whether it's good or bad, well, we don't want the bad, but hopefully, you've got to think, even though bad comes your way, God can turn it around for the better. Somehow, some way, there's good that can come out of it. You can learn from it. You can learn from everything if you're willing to learn. If you're not willing to learn from the things that you go through, the things that you get yourself into that you shouldn't have even got yourself into, if you don't learn from the things that you continually do, you're going to continue to do them, especially if they're bad and you shouldn't be doing them. You've got to learn not to do those things that brings bad consequences to you. Just stop doing them. It's as simple as that. You may say, well, I can't. I'm addicted to it. I can't stop doing that. I'm addicted to running my mouth. I'm addicted to speaking my mind and making people mad. I like to make people mad. What happens when you do that and you do it deliberately? Does it come back on you in the form of karma? Why, yes, it does. But that's okay. I love karma. You ain't going to like it because we're living in a karmic year, they say. We are. And things that you do are going to keep coming back on you more and more and more and more. Hello, Apple Brooks, honey. Things are going to coming back on you. They're going to keep coming back. You think, I don't know why all this bad stuff is happening to me. It didn't. I used to be able to do all this bad stuff, and it wasn't as bad. But now it seems like it's really bad. Then stop doing it. You're in a karmic year. Stop doing it. Yeah, if you know, listen, if you know, listen, if you know the good you ought to do and you do not do it, something's messing with my throat chakra, making my throat want to itch. If you know the good you ought to do and you do not do it, to you it is sin. To you it is a bad thing. When you know the good that you should be doing and you don't do it, you're doing the complete opposite. Don't do that to yourself, okay? Don't, because it's not going to be very nice, and I'm sure it doesn't feel nice on other people. But if you're a person who goes around and wants to do a lot of bad things to other people, guess what? They know you're going to do it, and they're thinking, when will they ever stop? When will they stop doing what they're doing when they know they're doing it? Because they're never going to grow in life in a good way. They're never going to change. They're never going to experience the fullness of life that is out there. No, we got to straighten up. And you don't want to play in that energy that's out there, because that energy is a anxious energy. It's a chaotic energy. It's like a scrambled eggs. It's like somebody throwing some pieces of the puzzle. I got you a puzzle. I brought you a puzzle. Here's the pieces in the box. But you forgot to tell them that there's all different types of pieces from all different types of picture puzzles that you stuck in there. None of those pieces are going to fit together. But you want to present it as it's all going to work out. You're going to be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Well, that's the first lie. No, because you've thrown in all different pieces of all different areas inside one box, and trying to fool us to make sure to say, well, let's get them preoccupied trying to fit these pieces of the puzzle together. Even though we can look at the pieces, and some of them are humongous pieces, some of them are teeny tiny pieces. No, see, no, your eyes are opening. And my eyes are opening more and more too. It's your spiritual eyes, you all. The energy out there is heavy, and the energy is desperate. A lot of it is. It wants to bring us down, but it ain't going to bring us down. It's like this song. You can't bring me down, no matter how hard you try. You can't bring me down. He's right here by my side. He's going to hold me up. He's not going to let me fall. He's going to hold me up. He's not going to let me fall. Well, don't be coming around trying to steal my joy within. It's not gonna work, for he is holding my hand. I said it's not gonna work. What more do I have to say? It's not gonna work, so just be on your way. That's how I feel. There was a song that was downloaded into my being when I was going through 2014 through 2016 spiritual awakening. The songs would just flow in a matter of a couple minutes along with the tune. And it came from the Holy Spirit. And it's like, that's right. Then I immediately just wrote it down and recorded how it went and sung it. That way I had it for record. See, that's how it has to happen, you all. If you are open, if you got room inside your being for some improvement inside of you, and your heart space is in the right place, if you got rid of some bad stuff on the inside of you, and you got some room, and you say, God, I want to upgrade. Can you please give me some more spiritual insight? It's going to come to you, and you're going to be happy. You may not be too happy with some of the things that you got to be careful. The more the knowledge, the more the grief. Much study wearies the body. To the making of many books, there is no end. Yeah, more knowledge does bring more grief. And if you study a lot, it's going to weary you out. It's going to wear you out, because the more you find out, that's a heavy load too right there. You got to be making sure that that's what you want to look into. When you start looking into things, when you start going down that rabbit hole, you may find yourself in a quicksand. It'll take you under. You may not be able to move. Don't go too far down that rabbit hole, because in the world that we're living in, it's getting to the point it doesn't matter now, because it's all around. It's out here in the open. It's not really, because you don't want to have to see all the way at the surface. You can just start at the top, poof, 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 all the way down. Just do it. You feel like what you are talking about. Well, if it's coming out of me, then it's on the inside of me. If it ain't in me, it ain't going to come out of me. It's not. We've got to we got to stay grounded. You've got to stay grounded. It's like when you, if it, say I want to plug my phone in and I want to plug it into this outlet right here. And if this outlet has some loose wires on the edge of it, which they can have some loose wires. Well, I could take this outlet. If I was to take the cover off of this outlet right here, and I can see that those grounding wire is barely on there, or there ain't no grounding wire, I'm not even going to get no electricity going through there. I might even short circuit out because there's grounding wires. There's copper grounding wires. There's something about copper. Copper is supposed to be really good for you, I think, because obviously copper, that is the large copper rod that is beaten to the ground. It has to be at least around 6 feet, depending on your structure. 6 feet and or 10 feet, 6 feet into the ground. But you can lay them lengthways like that if you're building your house. This is what one of the building inspectors came out, because we couldn't hammer that copper rod. Was it 4 feet or I don't know how many far in the ground, because we hit bedrock. He said, well, I tell you what you can do. You can go so deep into the ground, I don't know how many feet it was, and you can lay it lengthways. And you'll be able to get some grounding like that. But if you can't, we can only go like 2 or 3 feet, 4 feet into the ground. We could, because of the bedrock. It's literally bedrock where I'm at, more or less. It feels like bedrock, like great big boulders out there. I know some places in Kentucky near Fort Knox, they were going to build this housing area, and they started digging with their machines. They had it all mapped out. They ran into, when you go hiking and you see like the little cliffs and stuff where you can, oh, that's so pretty. Well, they got their bulldozers out and they started digging and hauling away the rock, and they hit an underground stream. Poof, everything is stopped. They can't build there now. They cannot build there. They should have found somebody come in there, find some water with their dowsing rods. Now they can't build there, but you can see the water, so they got some underground streams. There, of course, it probably came tying into Mammoth Cave. Hello. Gina, you all over the place. That's okay. Hey, Susan B. Honey and Jay Jocelyn. If you're all just tuning in, that energy is wild this morning. It was a very hectic anxiety energy. You might have felt like a... But you kept it inside here. You controlled it, so you got to learn to control the energy. This is the world we're living in. The energy is chaotic, and you've got to learn to control the energy. Don't let it take control of you, because if you allow it to take control of you, that means that you will be more or less out of control. You won't be able to control it. Don't let it do it to you. You don't have to let it control you. I'm just telling you right now. You want to maintain as much control over your life now as you can, even with the world being turned upside down. Even with all that you're going through, you got to maintain control in the inside. And you have everything you need on the inside. You really, truly do. It's all right here. You can control it, and you can do really good. You got the love of God on the inside. That's what you got. Yeah, y'all hit that thumbs up button. I will tell you, some people said, if you are looking at this on on your cell phone or something, or I heard that this comes through like a TikTok live video or something like that. I've never watched TikTok or like a reel. I don't even know what that would look like. And I don't know what they're doing. I know that there is a lot of upgrades, digital upgrades that are happening behind the scenes on the YouTube. They're always introducing a whole lot of new things. I don't know I don't know if you can comment on it or you can thumbs up on it. They may take away the thumbs up and stuff. But we're entering an area of transformation. We're going to have a catastrophic mutating event that will occur, that will strike. They said a catastrophic mutating event that will strike in 2 years. Strike in 2 years. And it was like they compared it to a virus, but they compared it to cyber. Strike means all of a sudden. But this is coming, all of this is coming super, super fast anyhow. You don't have time to truly prepare or to even guess what they got coming next, because it's going to be unpredictable. You know that big change is coming, but the final outcome we don't know, because it's going to be ever evolving. Everything is evolving continually. We're evolving too, whether you want to admit it or not. The human species, the human race has evolved. We are now learning how to use technology. If you think of cavemen, well, you came from a caveman, you didn't have no knowledge or nothing. Well, that might be a false narrative. It might be. That's what I'm saying. It might be. Am I saying that it's not? No, I'm saying it might be. Oh, that's a freezer. Yes. Good morning. If you're just tuning in, the energy is wild. It's wild. It's gotten better. Just contain it. Just don't let it get outside of you. And don't be, if you're feeling angry on the inside and you're feeling chaotic, do not, please, if you've got children, don't be letting that out. Don't be taking that out and snapping at them. Don't be snapping at the people around you because they don't need that. They don't need that snapping. You are the adult, or you could even be the teenager watching this. Control it. Control it. And if this right here image, or just visualize this, visualize that there is a not so nice aliens. Let's just visualize this. Not so nice alien entities. They're not nice. They're malevolent. They're turning the dial, making you do that. Just envision that. They're watching you, and they're turning the dial of frequency like that. And they're seeing if they can get you angry. Change the frequency inside your body to where you can get angry and lash out at those around you. And it may try to be getting them too. But don't give in to it. Fight it. Fight the anger. Fight it and bite your tongue, saying, you know what? Greater is he who is in me than he that is in the world. Greater is the spirit on the inside of me, the living spirit, than that malevolent entity that is sitting there trying to mess up my spiritual frequency. You can do it. You can block it. Just vision that right there. Just think of it, because this is spiritual too. You got could even have an invisible. You could have an invisible alien there, cloaked in darkness, but you can't see it. Cloaked in some kind of cloaking device, doing something to you, trying to send out their bad vibes onto you to make you angry. No, don't do it, or make you feel chaotic. Just pause when you start feeling that coming on you. Just stand there and think, okay. This didn't used to be this way, and it's happening now, so I've got to learn to not let it affect me in such a capacity where it leaves me incapacitated to where I lose control when I'm used to having control. See, that's what it is. That's the problem, you all. That's the problem right there. We're humans, and we're used to having control, being in control of ourselves. Well, now we got another force, a greater force out there. Well, it's always been there, but it has grown. It doesn't like it that we're able to be in control of ourselves. It doesn't. It wants to be in control of us. That's the struggle right there. And humans are resistant to that, and a lot of people are resistant to change. Some change is good, but some change isn't good. If you can change for the better, that's perfect. But if they want you to change for the worst and you want to stay a better person, you're going to resist it. You truly are. And they don't like the resistance. It's like that person said, in the 50 miles of bookshelves in the Vatican, it's futile to go through these 50 miles of bookshelves to look for something extraterrestrial. He more or less, the prefector said, you're like more or less wasting your time. You're not going to find any evidence of any extraterrestrial being. Then what are you saying? Are there demonic beings that are being recorded? Or are there angelic beings and other races of beings that are benevolent, recorded in some of those 50 miles of books underground in your libraries that you don't want the human race to know about, because our knowledge of them will take away your power? And that's right. Well, we know that a lot of people have knowledge of the other races of beings that are out there in the spiritual realm, because we're not just going to focus on the demons that are on the earth. We're going to focus on the angels, the good angels that are walking amongst us. We're going to focus on the good beings that are out there, because they are out there. You may not be able to see them, but they're out there. There's more to this life than they want us to believe. No, see, no, we popped the bubble. We have popped that bubble, and we have pulled back that veil, because the veil has gotten so thin. I mean, you can see through it. All you have to do now is, like, if you can, just pull it back. Pull it back. Say, I can see clearly now. The veil is gone. You may not like what you see. You may not like what you find out, but at least you can see and you're not in the dark and your vision isn't clouded. It's not. I am going to go, you all. So with that being said, I hope this video from the beginning of the video to now, I hope the frequency has changed. I do. I hope it's changed. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours. Love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. It makes me giggle. People get their comments deleted. It doesn't have to be this way, but they want it that way. So we, on this YouTube channel, we will oblige and we will make it that way. To where your comment gets deleted, you get timed out, or you get hidden, we will help you out with your frequency. Because we're not going to let you get that frequency in here. We're not. That's right. Peace to all. Thank you, Susan B., Appleby, J. Jocelyn, Carol, Honey. If there's a nurse Kathy, any other moderators on here, thank you. I'm going to go. You all, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning. Thank you.